Hey everybody, Brent at Arizona Flower Market again. One thing I want to show today is a dozen red roses. That is the most popular, of course, for Valentine's Day. But before I start with that, let's talk real quick about my backdrop. Isn't this cool? I love this time of year because we get all these beautiful blooming branches in. I've got quince over here just starting to bud out, which is gorgeous. And we've got the fantail willow and the regular pussy willow as well. So I just love our backdrop, ready for Valentine's Day and ready to get going. So let's talk roses. Of course, roses, red roses mean love, of course. Perfect for Valentine's Day. We're going to start just with a 8-inch gathering vase. And I always like to start with just a nice handful of foliage. This is called lemon leaf or salal. I've already got this kind of prearranged in my hand. I just grabbed a bunch, hold it together like this. We're going to give it a quick cut, like so, and we drop it right in. And this is going to be our base for our roses. So any of you gentlemen that are coming in here to our DIY table to do a red rose arrangement, start with a bunch of salal, get your base going with that, and then we'll start building off of that for our roses. I do like to use a variety of different foliages for our roses. This is called myrtle. I'm going to get some good height with this. Again, make sure the leaves are taken off the bottom. We don't want any foliage in the water. That just causes bacteria, and we want our roses to last as long as possible. So there's our myrtle in there, and I also like to put just a little bit of seeded eucalyptus. Look at that, doesn't that drape beautifully? I love that, full of the nice little seeds in there, and the fragrance is good. So we're going to cut this, and we're going to tuck this in. And we are ready to get started. Now we've got our 12 roses all laid out. One important thing to do is to always take off, again, the leaves and the foliage. And I always like to kind of get the thorns out of our way too, especially if you're working with them. I think after all the years of the floral industry, my hands have gotten a little bit of callus on it, and I don't feel it quite as bad, but a lot of times you can just go like this and take it off, and then just take your knife and spread down the stem. Now roses will seal shut after being out of water within 10 seconds. So this rose, I've had these laying here getting ready for our video series. I'm going to take the thorns off. We're going to give it a fresh cut. And you have 10 seconds to get this rose into the vase of water before that stem seals back shut. A lot of people don't realize that. And when I teach my students, I pretty much use that as a rule of thumb for everything that we do and everything we cut. Just cut your stem, nice, clean, sharp cut at an angle, of course, and insert right away into the water. All right, always good to keep turning your arrangement around. Now roses do come with guard petals. A lot of times if they look nice, we'll leave them, but if they're not, you can take those off, and I'll show you how to do that. When you take a guard petal off, you just take the rose, take it with your thumb and your index finger, and just, or your whichever finger available, and just do that, and just take the guard petals off, and you're good to go. You just don't want to see any broken remnants of the petal on that stem. And again, always turn your vase so you can make sure there's a beautiful red rose in view all the way around. And our last one. And we're good there. Isn't that beautiful? Now, as I said earlier, there's different filler flowers. I think I said that in another video actually. There's baby's breath, which is the most popular. This is called wax flower. It's a nice white flower, and I love the fragrance of that. So we're just taking that. And again, taking off the excess foliage. And just working a few stems of our filler flower called wax all the way around. Great. Now, as we've always mentioned before here at the flower market, anytime you get fresh flowers, make sure you do add water daily. If the water starts to maybe get a little bit discolored, completely empty that vase of water. Take the flowers out, of course, empty it, wash the vase out, add fresh water to it, and then always remember to recut your stems. As I mentioned, the roses will seal shut after 10 seconds of being out of water. So take the vase, clean it, all new fresh water, recut your stems and put back in, and you're good to go. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody, and please order early. This is Brent from the Arizona Flower Market. We'll be talking to you real soon. Come down and say hi.